This is logs day 2. So in logs day 1, we learned how to switch from logs to exponentials and just go back and forth between the two. Today, we're going to take some logs and we are going to actually solve them by switching into exponential form and then solving them that way. So for our first question, we have log x equals 2. Okay, so for all of these questions, you're first going to have to switch it into exponential and then you're going to solve it because we know how to solve our exponential functions. So first we start with switching it. So just like in log day 1, we're going to find the base and then we're going to switch the other two numbers. So here, since they don't give me a base, remember that the base, if they don't write one for a regular log, is just 10. And then I'm going to swap those other two numbers. So I get 10 squared equals x. And now I can just do 10 squared. 10 times 10 gives me 100. So x equals 100, and there's our answer. You can write it the other way if you want to, right? X equals 100. Either way is fine. Our answer is 100. Okay, so now for question number 2. Okay, second one. We're going to have our variable in a different spot this time. So we've got log base x of 125 equals 5, or sorry, equals 3. Okay, so we're going to solve this the same way. 3 there. Okay, so first I identify my base. Here it is, it's x. I'm going to swap these two. So I've got x cubed equals 125. Okay, and then we can either solve this by taking a cube root, but most of these are going to be simple enough that you can just do it in your head. So for 125, we're trying to figure out what times itself 3 times gives us 125, and that's just going to be 5. So x equals 5. It's 5 times 5 times 5, 125. Okay. Now on to question number 3. Again, we're going to have our variable in a different spot. So I got log base 2 of 16 equals x. So again, switch it first, then solve it. So 2 is my base, switch x and 16. So I've got 2 to the x equals 16. Okay, so again, this is one that's easy enough that you can just run through the exponents of 2 to figure out 2 to what power equals 16. So just start by multiplying by 2's. So 2 to the first power is just 2. Then times 2 gives us 4. And then we have 8. And then we have 16. So that's 2 to the 4th equals 16. So then x equals 4. Okay. And the last one, we have our natural log of x equals 4. Okay, so, and again, same thing every single time. Find your base, swap the other two numbers, and then solve. So here they did not give me a base. Remember, the base of a natural log is always e. So I'm going to rewrite it as e to the 4th equals x. And then for this one here, you just have to use your calculator. So I'm just going to do e to the 4th power, hit enter, and we've got 54.5981. For most of these, they'll tell you where to round. For us, we'll do the nearest thousandth anytime that I don't tell you, so that's 3 decimal places. So we're going to write down x equals 54.598, and there's our answer. Okay, so again, your homework is posted on Edsby. So make sure you're following these steps, and they're very similar, just with some different numbers.